Hello. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Tori Talk. I am here with Jailen J, the entrepreneur.
Hey, guys.
You look so cute.
Thank you. So do you.
I love a denim on denim. So I'm like really, really feeling that.
I
So
had to give Levi jeans by Beyonce
today. You did mention to me that you do enjoy Beyonce. So you very successful. You look very cute. And thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
I know people thought I was joking when I told people, like, if you want to come on, please let me know. And you did, so I appreciate it.
I threw myself out there. I was like, okay, let's just go ahead and like and comment. I was like, this is such a cute setup for just like girl talk, having your friends over, hosting, and all that stuff. I was joking, but...
Well, I'm glad to know that you...
I guess knocking your receive, right. So thank you for having me.
Of course. Thank you so much. And for today, guys, we are going to do something fun. So because she is giving girls, we are going to have some girls talk today.
Excited.
Tori Talk. Who got the tea? Who got the tea? Yeah. Tori Talk. Who got the tea? She got the tea. Yeah. Anything you need to know. Tori Talk. Just tune into the show. Tori Talk.
I found a couple of different things in the news today.
Yes.
Well, like over the last week that I want to discuss. So I know I sent you some of the topics, but let's see where you want to start first. So this week, I saw a story of a guy who is suing Apple, and I'll read it to you guys if you haven't. It was like, a man plans to sue Apple for $6 million after his ex-wife found his deleted text messages with sex workers, says the discovery led to his divorce. And then, and this is a direct quote, all because Apple told me my messages were deleted and they weren't.
Oh.
How do you feel about that?
You should have never cheated. That's not their problem.
And what's so funny about it too, for me, is I'm like, dude, you're mad at Apple, but we all know how this works.
Where's the accountability?
So what he said when I read the story is that he deleted everything off of his phone.
Okay.
But the wife found all the explicit messages on the computer. So he deleted it from one device, but forgot to delete it on the other. And he said that he's suing because he had the idea that if you delete from one, you should be deleting from all.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work like that. I'm like, do you think he really has a case for this?
No. Well, I mean, they could be, Apple could just be petty, not petty, but just be like, give it to him, like, whatever. Mm-hmm. But there's no accountability.
I cannot understand someone who will go out and cheat and then be sloppy with your cheating too, and then get mad when you got caught.
Yeah, you didn't do your job.
Right, I mean, like, and then what's so funny, I mean, it was like an array of people too. So, I mean, I'm like, look.
You're nasty.
Look, you are nasty.
You're nasty.
So, I'm like, Apple, do not give this man a dime. $6 million. I would actually be all here for them actually letting this go to court and letting this play out, because I would love to see how this happens.
I want to see how that plays out as well, because there's just no way.
I wonder if they're going to have like some of the sex workers like he contacted in.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
That's
so the
messy. That's messy, please. That's too much. That's too much. That's too much.
That would be so funny, though. Because it's like, well, we cheated on XYZ day, and I told him to delete the text. Like,
oh, no. I hope not. I feel bad for the lady.
Now, that's the only part of the story that I do feel really, really sad about. Because, I mean, the poor wife, but she was like, oh, I don't want no parts of this. She has filed for divorce.
Period.
Look, she said.
What did Sexy Red say? See, I try. Okay, let me just keep it. I'm out here in Miami looking for girl, go find your daddies.
I mean,
go find your daddies.
Speaking of daddies, our next topic that we're going to be talking about is Portia Williams, formerly Gobadia, and Simon Gobadia. Every time I open my phone,
I'm sick of it.
He's everywhere.
He's the new Peter. And I believe it.
He is the new Peter, but I don't know. I think he got Peter beat. What do you think? I think he's way more messy than Peter.
Yeah, he's a little more messier. I just want you to spell correct before you blast my girl. What
True.
did he say? Don't make me have to call Portia.
Portia.
I don't know. I'm cheering for her. I love Portia. So I love Portia.
So you don't agree with the people who are saying this is somehow her karma?
No.
Do you think that she really was with this man? I mean, what was it, like 8 months, something like that?
What? How long?
Their marriage, yeah.
I think it was like 18 months or something.
18 months.
They're about to knock on it. Well, no, that's a little over a year.
Yeah, I must say, that's over a year. So I think it was like a little under a year.
Yeah, a little under a year. I don't know. I kind of want her and Dennis to get back together, but I'm not sure if that's going to work out since her spinoff after she wasn't on Housewives anymore.
Did you? And I don't care what no one say. Dennis was the breakout star of that show.
I love Dennis.
Hilarious.
I love Dennis. I liked them together. I really did like them together. Now her and Cordell, I'm glad because
that was a definite.
What she say? 265 days. Okay, keep that behind us.
But this your girl you riding for right now, and you talking about you don't know why? She don't know how many days in the year.
You want to know why? Because sometimes I'll be having my Portia moments. I'm not gonna lie. I do be having my Portia moments at times, but I don't think it's karma.
So okay. We don't know what's going on in these people's real life. We only know what we see, right? Yeah. But okay, let's go back in the Wayback Machine.
Okay.
When she came in that house, it was like, this house is so nice. This is so pretty. This is beautiful.
That was messy.
They, according to your boy Dennis, who's spilling all the tea, he told Fallon, oh, she had been knowing him long before she came into your house. They had been together.
So is this one of the Africans that Kenya was saying to her during the reunion? Look, I love Housewives. I will legit rewatch from season 1 up until now. So, is this one of the Africans that she had already knew?
Look, we cannot confirm or deny because she has never gone on record to say. But when you think about it, it's like, okay, I know that, as we get older, love sometimes hit us a little faster and we don't got time to play these games.
Yeah.
But I just feel like you didn't know him well.
Yeah.
Because now that man is not even a citizen. So I'm still trying to figure out, for all my law degrees, how is this man still here?
How is that possible?
I've been like, oh yeah, well, it was denied and he filed one with a different identity that isn't his own.
But they play.
So I'm like, again, ain't it time to get him up out of here? Like, I don't understand.
They scammers. And I don't mean to be rude. They scammers. So they're going to work. They're going to find their way.
This man has worked this system for like
20-something years.
Plus years. And it's like, when I think about it, I'm like, now have you seen that he is trying to get her not to film in the Rose Royce? That's this week's news. The cease and desist. Girl. How do you feel about the cease and desist?
Get your stuff in your name. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
I don't even have the money yet, but
I don't even have the money yet. Y'all catch that?
Not yet.
The money yet.
Yet. But get stuff in your name. I will say I am happy she kept her house and put her mom in the house.
Yes.
Now,
her original. You mean her first house?
Yeah, her first house, because I think he put something on that too, where she can't film in the house like at all. So
what I was reading is that their marital home, is what he doesn't want them to film in. But apparently, Portia ain't that foolish, because she put in that prenup that she gets the house.
Oh, what's mine is yours and what's
it's
not yours. It's what's yours is mine.
What's mine is mine.
Mine. There we go.
Or what's yours is still mine. So she gets the house, and then it was like, he had said that little shady stuff he said about what's her name? She just had a birthday. She's now a friend of. Oh Lord.
I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank with you too.
Candy's friend, and she.
Mingley?
No, it's Portia's friend.
Shamia.
Thank you, Lord Jesus Christ.
There we go.
Shamia. And Shamia just got a Rolls Royce from her husband, and you saw the shade that he dropped on her and said the only housewife to have a Rolls Royce.
And Kenya said, I got one too, or something like that.
No, she did. And to Kenya's credit,
she do got one.
She do have a Rolls Royce.
Because she been driving that thing for a while.
She was like, pump your brakes, Simon. I know you trying to be shady, but I got me one too.
Okay, I just think, Portia, if you want to be that girl, I mean, you already are that girl, but I think she should just go ahead and give him the Rolls Royce back and get her own.
Now, see, that's always my take, but then that's what makes me come up with that prompt. Like, sometimes I think it feels comfortable for them to be like, oh, yeah, I don't need this stuff. But then it's like, but I'm keeping this ring, this house, this car, whatever you gave me is now mine.
That's true.
And it's like, but you really bossing up if you give them all that stuff back and then
you go ahead and buy it. You go ahead and buy it back.
It's like, oh, you gave me this little Bentley. It's fine. I bought a 2025.
Period.
Like, thank you, but no thank you.
I'm all for the boss up. And
speaking of your girl, Kenya. So I was going back and forth, I promise you, about this Kenya thing because so I'm not going to say whether it's true or not. If you guys haven't heard, there is a thing that's now going on social media this week is that Kenya has allegedly been suspended indefinitely from filming for the rest of this season. And the talks are that she might not be coming back. And I'm like, dang, it's only like the third week of filming. So I'm like,
what happened?
And if you guys have been seeing on social media, she officially opened her Kenya Moore hair day spa, hair spa. And apparently there has been so many leaks, like a leaky faucet over at Bravo, and they have been sending stuff for weeks. But this particular time, we got audio. Did you hear it?
Yes, I did hear the audio, and she's messy for putting out Yo Gotti's name like that.
She is messy.
Yeah, she said Yo Gotti. She said you were sleeping with Yo Gotti.
I couldn't hear her. All I did hear penis. I was like, Kenya? Now, I'm all for, she ain't do it. Y'all gonna leave my girl alone. Right. But now, like, the audio is coming out, and allegedly they are saying that your girl printed some stuff on a poster. Okay, you know she love a prop. We got the scepter. She love a prop.
And let me tell you something. It's not that I don't like her. Mm-hmm. I think she's great for TV, but her mouth is just like, it's too much. It's too much. And then so it's like, I can't even side with you if I wanted to because you got a mouth on you. So it's like, did your mouth like stop you from getting a bag? And of course your action, but your mouth has always been like that. So I don't really feel like, is it necessarily what she said or is it she came with pictures?
Well, see, from what I have been like hearing about this whole thing is like, I guess to a degree, you can say whatever you want because it's like, oh, this is what I heard or this is what I saw. Right. But I think, and I like to say allegedly because we don't know. Yeah. We allegedly. They investigate, Wendy taught me, allegedly. But they did say that they've been investigating it, and what seems to come out is that the problem is if she printed it out, it's apparently what they're saying, photos of a sexual act. Okay. That the new girl was doing. In the original statement, I think Ken was saying something about she did not put anything out that wasn't already public. Okay. And I think maybe she thought that was going to absolve her of saying, oh, I didn't go and seek this information out. It's public.
Save her, yeah.
But it kind of gives that like revenge porn tease because now you're in a very public forum at a party. At
your party. Why? Why are you doing that?
And that was the part of it. That's why I didn't want to believe. I'm like, there's no way because why would you want this type of negativity?
Right, at your event. But this is my thing. Where did you get the pictures from? Who sent them to you?
Well, I told you about the leaky faucets over at Bravo. Them housewives had so many people sending them.
What's her name? Is it Brittany?
Yeah, I think it is Brittany, yeah.
You need to watch your team, girl.
Well, okay, team, but they're saying something along the lines like, if you Google her name, type of stuff.
Let me Google her name.
It like maybe like in them Twitter streets, you can put her name in like in a hashtag and maybe that'll pop up.
Okay, I'm gonna Google her. Because I don't know her.
Well,
so
we haven't even got a chance.
We don't know them yet, but I mean.
And you know what's so funny too? I do feel about like all these different franchises. I mean, from what I hear, I think it's like Brittany Edie. I think that's her name, maybe. But the girls in Atlanta know her. Okay. So like they're happy that she was on there. We're super excited.
Okay.
And I'm like, I was going to meet her when we all met her when the season premiered. Right. And now I'm like, okay, I'm knowing way too much about the show.
I know too much about you, baby. You ain't even on the TV yet.
Ain't even on
yet. She ain't
yet.
even from Maryland yet.
Look, but then I think she did say her and the other new girls like, we don't want to be on the show no more. I'm like, damn, week 3 is this
They
going
sure
back?
did say that.
It's terrible.
But why you don't want to be on the show?
I guess because maybe it seems like a toxic place, and I'm like, duh.
But you knew that already.
I'm like, duh. Who didn't know that being
you were
on
definitely
reality TV is
watching.
toxic?
You were definitely watching, so you know what it's about.
How do you feel when they say stuff like, we can't have fans on the show? I hate that with a passion because I know they're trying, like, it's not even just the Atlanta girls, all the girls say it, but I feel like everybody is a fan per se because you cannot make me believe these women who are coming on this show have never watched.
Right.
I don't believe it.
I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
Yeah, I think it's good because it's like, I mean, they kind of get an idea. You want to hope they don't make like that preconceived kind of like judgment of them and try to come in now that they meet them in real life. But I hate that. We need to stop having fans on the show. I'm like, ma'am, you only been on here for a season.
Right.
So what was you before this season?
Right.
A fan.
What if they were just a fan of the show? They're not necessarily a fan of you. They're just a fan of the show.
But they make it
like
sound
they're fans of them. Like, no, baby. No.
I don't understand. I'm like, everyone would be a fan. This show has been on for so many years. It's like a staple in, like, you know, like you said, in our girl talk and our regular day conversation, our, you know, kitchen table talk. This is what we talk about. Right. So to make it seem like, whatever, I digress on them girls.
You're fine.
There's another one. Now, see, I didn't watch the last season of Salt Lake City.
Okay.
But did you watch Salt Lake City?
Here and there.
Okay. So you stick with the black girls. The black girls.
I like them all. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get into New Jersey because I really wish they would come back.
Right.
Miami is funny, and I only started watching.
Caught up. I watched last season though. It was good.
Last season was good, but the only reason why I was watching Miami was because they were on the Ultimate Girls Trip for Thailand. Right. So the two from Miami, the two friends, me and my mom, we were cracking up at them.
They're
so
hilarious.
that made us watch them. But yeah.
There's one in Salt Lake City, and I wasn't going to talk about this story, but because we're talking about housewives, I wanted to bring it up.
Yeah.
But at Salt Lake City, there is one of the ladies, and I wish I knew her name because I don't really watch it. I'm sorry. But you guys who watch, you know. She got onto the show, another one they called a fan.
Is it Monica?
I think her name is Monica. It's just dark hair, right?
The messy one. The one that could say that she's messy.
Right.
Okay.
But they... we were talking about how, like, she had created a troll page to troll all the ladies. Now, they said that was, like, the most messiest season for drama. But, I mean, she did not get asked back. And then, apparently, she was supposed to be auditioning for Traitors.
Okay.
And she couldn't pass the psych eval.
Why? Oh, she crazy. Child. No, she not.
She did not pass
to her.
the psych evaluation to be on a reality TV show.
No.
That bar is low.
No.
Low. She getting passed.
So they trying to say she crazy for real.
Yes!
But I think that's what she need for TV.
I don't know.
I think it's a certain amount of crazy.
I don't know if you need that for TV.
I think it's a certain amount of crazy.
Because that's scary. No.
Okay, fine. It can be scary, but you think it's just maybe...
She didn't pass.
So I don't know. What are these tests? Like, where?
Look, I don't know what's on the test, but you got to do real bad if they say, okay, ma'am.
Oh, my gosh.
You can't even be on a reality TV show.
Monica, get it together because Riri was like, standing up for her. Like, bring her back. She was good for TV. Bring her back. But...
Well, they said she was bad for the ladies' mental health, and then apparently... She got her own stuff on.
I'm very.
Look this up when you leave. I
gonna look
promise
this up.
you, I would not joke about this.
Because so for Salt Lake, I did watch those last two episodes because those two were chaotic. They were crying, all types of stuff, begging, knocking. I loved it. I think she should be back. So I'm really...
She didn't get called back, and then Traitors was like, oh, we don't want no parts of this. Look, because, I think the whole premise of Traitors is like a mental mind game. Like you're trying to figure out who So I guess they like, we can't have that on this show. No.
Oh, my gosh. I'm sorry, girl. Oh.
I said, wait, what is it? Sorry to this man.
I feel sorry to
Sorry, girl.
Oh, my gosh.
I know.
Okay.
But moving on to something that I feel like is a bit more serious that I saw in the news this week.
Okay,
Tyla.
Let that girl live, y'all.
Okay.
Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead. Ask your question. Go ahead.
Look, I don't even know. I don't even need to pull it up because I remember precisely what happened. So Tyla, make me sweat. That one, her. And when she she's from South Africa, as some of you may know or may not know. And when she first came out, she referred to herself as colored. I saw it, heard it, didn't think anything of it. Right. She's from South Africa. Everything I've seen about people from South Africa, that's how they refer to themselves when they're people of color. Didn't think of drama.
Right.
She was dragged for it for a while, and then it would kind of died down.
Yeah.
Just recently this week, she went on Breakfast Club, and that shady ass Charlamagne had her on there.
Leave her at the playground, Leonard.
Look, Leonard, yes. And then asked her again.
Yes.
Now, what was so interesting, I thought, about the clip was that she just decided not to answer, and her publicist was like, I'm assuming her publicist or manager, whoever, was in the background and was just like, hey, can we, and I'm paraphrasing, can we just move on from that question? Like, we're not going to speak on that.
Right.
Tyla actually didn't say anything.
Yeah.
She just was very quiet. She looked back to her representation, and they kind of let her speak, and they went ahead and moved on.
Right.
Of course, Charlamagne was like, oh, yeah, we leaving that in the interview. I love when they talk from the back.
Messy.
Like, okay. I honestly still didn't think it was any drama.
Right.
But people were, like, upset.
Yeah.
About the publicist speaking, and I thought, that is her job. It would have been stupid of her. Like, some people were like, well, she should have been prepped.
Yeah. Okay.
So I see two sides. It's like, yes, there's no way for you to expect to not have to talk about something as controversial as a statement like that you say. So you should be prepared to give an answer for that.
Definitely.
But if in that moment you felt uncomfortable and you turned to your publicist who you paid to handle situations just like this, and you decided not to speak, I think, in my opinion, it's better to not say the first thing that popped into your mind or to not just come out with a response, because she was damned if she do it, she was damned if she don't.
And that's what I said earlier. That's what I was thinking. So I feel like with someone with a journalism and media studies degree, we take classes on this type of stuff. So I see both sides. Right. But I do think it was best for her to allow her publicist, to speak. But I do wish her PR had said something better than what she said. Right. Because then she started speaking Spanish. Like, what is going on? Like, I feel like it should have been, because I'm pretty sure that the team from Breakfast Club gave them, like, okay, this is somewhat of the questions.
Sometimes, because sometimes they don't.
Yeah, sometimes they don't. So, we all know, but maybe they did prep them with the questions, and her PR was like, hey, we're not about to touch on this subject. Right. Or Charlamagne being Charlamagne just went ahead and
said, we're not doing it. He was like, okay, and they said, we are. So we're doing it now and we are live. You're not going to answer? Cool,
So I felt like she's young, y'all. She's only 22. I'm not making it an excuse. I'm not making it an excuse at all. But I just feel like she's young. I'm not saying that they don't debate or anything like that or they can't speak up, but just calm down. Y'all did too much on that girl.
And I thought, so after that, people did what they did. She did release a statement. Yeah. I love when they put their stuff in a notes app. And then they take a little screenshot. Why? Okay.
What is that?
Why can't y'all write nothing? I get it. I get you want a spell check, but why you have to put it in the notes section and then take a screenshot?
You could have used your little album cover thing. You could have the background and put the... Just copy and
you got a team. You could have put it on some sort of make it look like a white background or something with a little signature. Anything.
Something.
Why is it in that daggone notes format? It drives me insane. But either way, just because I'm an old lady, maybe. But she did make a statement. I think that her statement was very poignant in saying, I've never said that I wasn't, a black woman. Yeah. I've never said that. She was like, in South Africa, this is how we refer to ourselves, but I realize that that's a little nuance outside of my home, country. But it's like, I am black, I am colored, I am proud, I've never said I'm anything else. And then they went in on that and was like, well, why should this say in the beginning? Why don't you say something sometimes when you...
Catch 22,
That's
y'all.
why I said she was damn if she do and damn if she don't.
Y'all won't let that child breathe. Let her make her water and let it drip down.
Ooh, with the
pretty girl. Just enjoy the TikToks and just be done.
I mean, I haven't heard the album. People say it's good, but I'm just like, this is what I've always said to folks. I would love to be rich. I do not want to be famous.
That's true.
I'm like,
just give me the wealth.
Like you can see from all the stories so far, it seems like a headache that I don't need.
Yeah.
I want to be able to spend my money and be right there. You know, when you talk about Beyonce, I want to be on the yacht over there, but I get to be on my yacht peacefully.
Peacefully.
Ain't nobody chasing me down.
Period.
Now, another story that I saw, that another one that is serious that was plaguing me, that when I saw it, I was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to bring this up when we chat. Yeah. Michael Rainey Jr. I am angry.
Yeah.
I am upset.
Yeah.
And the double standard is real. And so on our season opener, we had Preston Mitchum from Summer House Martha's Vineyard on, and we were talking about his co-star Nick.
Yeah.
And how he had these, like, people saying he was handsy or he was this whatever. And I said then, words have meaning.
Yeah.
You can't just say certain things and imply things.
Right.
We also kind of like was touching on, like, you know, like the whole Housewives thing with Candace and that whole mess that went on, and that was still really pretty much going on even up until their last reunion with Giselle and the rest of them saying and implying things that just didn't happen.
Right.
And even by bringing it up, how detrimental it clearly was to Chris and his children and his family and their, you know, their unit. They have their own family that they're building. So to see that young man and that, first of all, if you guys did not see the video, there was a streamer who was on his
Twitch.
I think he was on Twitch. And actually, let me make sure, because I want to put the proper names in, because I don't want to be like, that boy, who got that, who got that thing? I about to say, let me see if they have his name. So his name, Tyla. See, I told you.
Oh, Jesus.
Lord Jesus. His name is Tyla, so Tyla.
Okay.
He was streaming, and his sister comes up. So it's like, to set the scene, y'all, it was like he was talking to like maybe like 3 little like young children, maybe like 4 or 5, and it was like 3 other guys and then Michael Rainey, and then it was like you couldn't really see outside of the back of the shot. And he's talking, and his sister comes up behind Michael, reaches around, and assaults him. And I'm gonna call it what it is. That was a complete assault. She groped him. And then looked at him like, and I'm doing it. I was like, okay.
Okay, so look, I thought she groped his butt. I didn't know.
No.
She groped the front of him.
No, she reached around, and he's like in clear and utter embarrassment and shock. And people like, oh, well, he was laughing.
That could be a laugh of being uncomfortable. Like,
always.
People react to certain things differently when they're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
How old is she?
I don't know.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, right? But it's like,
he's young. She looked grown to me.
She looked grown.
She looked around my age.
Okay.
And he's like my brother's age. Ew. Why would you do that? He's a handsome boy, but what do you see? Like.
And then what made me angry is like when I was reading the comments, or even like, you know, when 50 Cent came out and said like, oh, this wasn't sexual assault. This was like an unwanted advance, stuff like that. To me, I feel we need to stop downplaying the trauma and assaults and things that happen to our men. Yeah. I'm just going to say our black men, but just to men. Yeah. Because whenever something happens to a man, we like to make it seem like it's not a big deal. But honestly and truthfully, had this been flipped, and he had a little brother, and there was a woman who had come on, who was there in the streaming, and that boy reached around and goes up under her dress and grabs her in her private area, we would not be confused.
I think it would be 50-50.
You think so?
I think people be like, oh yeah, that's how you do it. No, that's inappropriate.
Oh, because it would be a boy?
Yeah. I still think it's wrong. It's inappropriate. It's disgusting.
He made a statement, you know, like saying everyone has seen, you know, the footage by this point. Because think about it. It was live.
Yeah, that was live.
So who knows how many millions, thousands, or whatever people he had on this live stream. Yeah. And I think, based on how it seemed, it's like the people on the live stream are the one who pointed out to him, like, yo, your sister is back there being wild. Because then he looked at the screen and he turned around and like looked at her.
But what I will say, the what's the young man?
Michael?
No, the one Twitch.
Tyla.
Tyla. Okay.
L-I-L.
Oh, okay. Tyla. Okay.
I hope I'm saying it right, because why his name might be like Talil, and I'm saying like Tyla. And I said it multiple times.
Oh my God.
Man, that boy name is not Tyla.
The comments will be like, baby, Tori, that is not it, ma'am. Oh my God.
I was more just focused on, well, even speaking on him, what I did think was really, really good about what he did though, like he immediately put a statement out.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. He released that statement. That was perfect.
And I thought that like, okay, it was after Michael put his statement out, which I think he should have been the first one to speak because it did happen to him.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a very mature response to something like that. And he did say like, whatever, course of action you decide to take, I totally understand. And, I'm trying to take the proper measures to make sure this never happens again.
Right.
But it is a very hard business, this entertainment business as is.
Yeah.
And to get to a space where you finally, feel like you are doing well for yourself.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know for him, and that's what saddens me too, how anyone can now feel safe and comfortable coming into that space.
Right.
And doing this with you in the future.
Yeah.
And it's not even nothing that you did.
Right. Yeah, it can be damaging. So I hope whoever is next consider and just be open-minded. But the sister doesn't need to be on none of them kids. First of all, none of them kids need to be on there anyway. Go to bed. What are you doing? Why are you up? Go to sleep. That sister said, go.
Well, I think he did say that like she would be banned or anything, but I just feel like, do you feel, okay, so now I guess like the conversation is does Michael take legal action? Because as he said, like roughly in his statement, if roles were reversed, I know how I would be perceived if I was the person who did what was done to me on camera. Do you think he should take legal action?
That's up to him. If he wants to do that, do it. If that's what you feel is best for you, do it.
And see, I think the thing that was like crazy is I think that was kind of like what people were expecting based on like the kind of way in which he put that statement out. And then you have Curtis who comes out and then says like, oh no, he not doing. How you gonna tell this man that he's gonna sue or not sue? It didn't happen to you. And then what I think is also weird too is like they have that other, like though I know that 50 trolls everybody, he's also his boss.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes that adds an extra level of like, if my boss is telling me not to trip, even if I did feel away, do you think that now he can fully express himself the way he might be feeling now that, like he went on a limb? Like, I mean, we don't even know if he talked to him before he went out and said that statement. He just, he's not going to do nothing. That was just an unwanted advance. It wasn't assault.
Right. Just do what's best for you in that situation. Because I want Tyla to be successful. Talil, sorry.
Look, we don't know.
We don't know.
We are very sorry because it's very serious. I do not mean to joke.
Yeah,
I'm supporting what I thought he did a very amazing job, but I'm like, I don't know how to say your name, sir. I'm sorry.
I think Tyla took the right steps. Michael, whatever is best for you in that situation, do what's best for you. Try not to let the outside noise dictate which way you go. Just do what's best for you in this situation. And girl, don't do that again. Go to bed.
I mean, she need to go and really talk to somebody because, I mean, what made me the most angry was she looked at him like, yeah, I'm doing it.
Yeah, it's just nasty.
Like,
it's nasty because if that was my brother, any of my brothers, I would pop somebody. That's nasty. You grown. Go find you a man outside. That's your age.
Even if she isn't grown, you cannot walk up to people and
grab
them. Stop touching people.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Hands to yourself. I don't know how many times you would hear a story that you just be like, keep your hands to yourself. Take the business that mind the business that pays you. Stop getting everybody else's business. Stop touching people.
Exactly.
We would have like
peace.
No drama. This is how it always starts. It's getting into somebody else's business or putting your hands where you're not supposed to be. So please, for the rest of 2024,
Stop it.
Mind your business and mind your hands and any other part of your body.
Period.
Was there anything else that happened this week that you saw?
No.
Did we touch on all the biggies?
I think we did.
We did. Look, we went from the beginning to the end.
Beginning to the end. Yeah, I think we did.
Well, I thank you for that. That was a very, very fun time having our girl talk. Because a lot of times for me, you know how you see something and then you're like, go to the girl, like to the group chat, and y'all have all of those talks, and then you like, I need to talk about this. I need to see what someone else thinks other than me.
It out loud.
Like, am I crazy? Or is this what everybody else thinks too?
Agreed. Because I'll be coming in the house and I'm like, girl, did you see what happened, girl? Yes, I did. You'll be like,
I remember the last thing, and that has been like coming out before. So, do you know who Funky Doniva is?
Yes.
So, Lord. So I have a couple people that I watch on YouTube. I watch Kempire and then I watch Funky. Those are like the only two people that I watch.
Okay.
And for a time when Funky, stopped doing his show and started doing TGIF over there on Fox Soul, I would watch him. When he left, I left. Ooh. So, and I didn't watch, I only watched him.
That's a true support.
Look. I was like, oh, Funky gone? Okay. Quentin? Where we going? Okay, I guess we going back to our own page. Next? Right, we going right back to. So that's what I did. It was no issue. It's just that's why I tuned in.
Right.
And it was so funny because as a person who watched, I don't know if you saw. Do you know the previous co-host he had?
Yes.
Claudia Jordan and Al Reynolds. Mm-hmm. They continue with the show.
Yeah.
And this week, Lunel, the comedian, was on the show as like they'd have like a lot of guest hosts that come in and like filter through. I didn't even, because again I don't watch. I only got to see like the little highlight. She started talking about the fact that Al is gay. Now Al has never said he's gay at any point.
Now why you do that?
No, I'm not being serious. Al has said he is bisexual. He said he's been very clear with any partner he's ever had.
Right.
But I guess. So, depending on how old y'all are, Star Jones got married to Al Reynolds way back in the day.
Okay.
And that was her husband. It was like a big thing when they got, married, and then they ended up getting a divorce, obviously because they're not together now. But he has since continued on, become like, a TV personality, continue, like doing all that. And we see him now, and now he's also hosting the show. And Lunel kind of just, and I don't know. So they, how like a lot of times there's a lot of people talking at the same time, and you know how you're on a video screen and sometimes you could talk and it might cut somebody's sound out.
Yeah.
But Lunel like flat out said, so Star knew she was marrying a gay man, and I don't think Al heard it because he was responding to like her earlier question of were you honest with all of your partners about your sexuality?
Why would she do that?
Maybe because she a comedian, maybe because people had their own thing. Remember I told you about minding business, I don't want to know whatever was going on with Al, and that's not my business. But he was like, I am open and honest with every one of my partners. What I thought was crazy was that people in the comments were like, no, there's no way Star knew. He lied to that woman and wasted time. I was like, okay, I want y'all to hear me. In 2024, y'all do not know what is going on in people's bedrooms, and y'all do not know what people are with and not with.
Right.
If that man said that he told her about his sexuality when they got married, why do we need to feel as though he would lie about something like that?
What would he need to lie about that for? But that wasn't your place, because maybe the comedian, that wasn't your place. Find something else to joke about, kid about. Like, you could have said something
Like, I don't know what the beginning of the conversation was, but just to flat out say something like that, I felt was like...
That was disrespectful.
Yeah, it wasn't my vibe. I felt like it wasn't right. So, okay, cool. Funky. So, fast forward, that happened like maybe a day or two before Funky's live stream, which was last Thursday. This past Thursday, a couple days ago. And it's funny, as I'm watching it, all of a sudden he's about to wrap up. He's like, oh, I'm about to go get something to eat. He be like trying to sign out. And Al calls him on the phone. Al picks the phone up and is going off and was like, no, fuck this and da-da-da-da, and you need to watch TGIF. And he was like, ow, you are live. And he said, you recorded me? He said, I told you was live. Like, he shows him to the camera. So I'm doing my makeup. So as this was happening, I said, ooh, let me actually look at the screen, because what is going on over here?
Right.
And Al tells Funky, like, you need to watch the episode. Then Funky was like, all right, y'all, I got to get off this call because now I got to figure out what's going on, right?
Right.
So I watched it in real time. I was like, that was weird. I wonder what happened, but I don't watch TGIF.
Right.
Right before you got here, I saw something on, I think, like the Neighborhood Talk that was talking about the fact they actually showed the TGIF clip.
No.
They showed the clip.
Okay.
And I now understand why Al was so livid when he called. It was his birthday, and they were doing an episode, and like it was Claudia, him, and then they have like a new co-host on, and he did a roast. Now I can't speak on it, but I do not understand why people want to get roasted on their birthday. Talking about me is not fun.
Yeah,
I don't find it funny.
My birthday.
Please don't make fun of me. Right. Please don't tear me down, because then now you telling me all the things you've been wanting to tell me all of these many years, and you're gonna mask it in a joke.
No.
They did a roast, and I'm telling you, it was very personal. Like, I'm gonna see if I can like maybe put up and like actually like play it, but wild. Like, he was talking about like how he's fake, how he wants to like. He think, like he said, like had like causing turmoil between the show, like has favoritism, saying that the man can barely talk, and saying that he think he's smart. Like, it was like scathing things that were not. I didn't laugh. I didn't find it funny at all.
Sir, what kind of friends do you have?
I was uncomfortable.
He should have been uncomfortable. I know he was uncomfortable the way he called Funky, because
he was pissed. But when you saw it play out, I will give you that. You got a poker face, like one I ain't never seen. Because he didn't really, his emotion, like his face never really changed.
There. Oh.
He would let him go through the whole thing, and he was like, oh, okay, that's a roast at the end. But he didn't seem to make it, like he didn't let on that he was upset during the show. Yeah. But when he called Funky, clearly he was mad.
Yeah, he was mad.
And I'm like, how do you feel about, if you follow them, like the roast, or like how this whole TGIF thing has played out, if you're familiar with it? Have you heard about that thing?
I've watched clips like here and there, but I haven't watched like a full episode or a full like to actually sit there and watch. But those not your friends, and we still grown to be doing that.
And Claudia, like, she didn't really like say anything, but I just feel like if that were me, I would have felt uncomfortable to let someone just start going into. I'd have been like, okay, y'all, like, this is getting a little negative. Yeah. This don't even seem fun. Let's just move on and just say happy birthday.
As a friend, why would you want to participate in a roast to your friend?
Well, see, I don't know how friends they are. Because like I said, he a new co-host.
Okay. So
but like maybe they're not as friendly as they want to be. But I was just like, dang.
My coworkers don't even do that.
Let me tell you something. My code, don't even think about trying it with me, because my name is not Al. I don't find none of that shit funny. Do not play with me.
And I can keep a poker face, but just don't do that.
Well, that's what he did. I thought it was like professional of him to be able to like keep it together. But that was typical, like calling your friend, calling your mom, calling her like, these motherfuckers, this job is playing with me today. Like, that's what it felt like. Oh, they got me fucked up at this job. Because let me tell you what they did. But it was like, oh, you on live? Oh, well, watch it and call me back. Like, it was like, oh, I'm about to go in. If he was not already streaming out, I'm sure it would have gone
off. It would have been too much.
Yeah, you have got to watch it, because it is why I would definitely send it to you.
Okay, I'm going to watch. Yeah, please, because I need to see that. Yes. I need to see that. Sorry, Al.
I know. I'm like, oh. And I think Al live around here, too. So I'm like, poor Al.
Sorry.
In these D.C. streets. But again, thank you so much for all of the girl talk. Yeah. Now I want to talk a little bit about you.
Okay.
So I did look at your page and I saw that you have some stuff coming up.
Yes.
So please let us know what's going on with that, because this is also a media girl too, ladies and gents.
Okay, so from Silver Spring. I'm from here. What can I start with? My business. I'm actually relaunching my lash line called Jailen J. We started in September of 2019, and baby, the pandemic hit like crazy, but I made some things shake, and I was so excited to launch. So now, just like being to say you're an entrepreneur, say you're a business owner, it's cute now. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I wouldn't say it's the end thing, but you'll see more entrepreneurs, more business owners, right? So now this year I've taken the time, and last year I've taken the time to actually learn how to actually run a business. Like a business is not just the Instagram page, marketing, and a Shopify website. It's more to it. So yeah, I'm spending a lot of money, but I'm so grateful for it. But I'm so excited for this year. And yeah.
When can we expect like the launch? If you can let us know.
So the relaunch will be in September. September 2024. So I'm so excited. We're going to have a wide variety of lashes, lash styles, of course. We're going to be introducing, individual lashes, mink lashes, faux minks, all that stuff. I enjoy fashion. I enjoy beauty.
I mean, obviously.
Thank you. I enjoy fashion. I enjoy beauty. So I wouldn't say I'm like heavy into makeup.
Right.
But give me a lash. Give me an everyday lash that I can just throw on with my lipstick, because it's going to always be nude, neutral, and pop, and that's it. But I love my lashes. I really do love lashes.
Oh yeah, see lashes. I'm not even. I'm like a strip lash girl. That's where I stay, and that's what they are, right?
That's what they are.
Girl, I have had a horror story. I got my lashes done once, but So I'm not really going to shade the person who did it, because I really don't know if it was that. I have allergies, and I feel like that glue and that stuff was just too harsh for me.
Yeah.
Like excruciating pain. And I was going to a wedding, and it was like the entire trip, my eye was like
itchy.
Hurting.
Painful. Oh my God. So I had the same. So let me tell you something. I was trying to figure out like how to make Najee different, but I was like, no, I need to stay true to myself. So I did take a lash extension course, and I was learning how to do the individuals. Baby, it's too much time, it's too much labor, hunching over, it's just too much. So I just want to stay true to myself, but I'm like, no, I have to cater to those. There are still girlies out here that wear strip lashes, okay? We still get the glue on our eyelids, because I'm one of them. It still takes me sometimes 5 minutes to put them on, because I'm fussing at the lash with the tweezer in my hand, but just staying true. But baby, I understand the itching and the burning, and you're like, girl, what is going on?
Yeah, that was the thing to me. So I'm always looking for like lash, because I wear them all the time. Every time I do my makeup, I feel like the lash completes the look. Yeah, I don't know what we were doing before we were doing lashes, because I just felt like we thought we were done. We weren't done.
We were just doing a whole bunch of mascara.
Yeah, we were done.
It wasn't anything.
That lash is like,
it was like, whoo.
The girls, it's like it comes together like, ooh, the lashes
it's
on.
Like
now
if
you're
you
done.
Don't have them on, you're like, dang, let me just go ahead and put them on. Let me go ahead and fight with it now.
Right.
Just go ahead and fight with it.
Or like if you forget and I go outside, I'm like,
you feel naked, right?
I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot to put them on. I can't be going out like this.
That makes me want to go to the nearest dollar store, the nearest CVS, Walgreens. I need my lashes right now.
Right. And luckily with this product, you will actually be getting quality lashes. So
lashes.
Super excited for that launch. We will definitely be keeping track of that for you. I'm telling you, I will be a customer.
Okay. And you have to come out to the event, baby.
Yes, and you have an event coming up too. Aren't you like doing something with a fashion show coming up?
Yes. So I have partnered with Fever Class as their media personality. I've came across a whole bunch of great designers, big designers. Like they're going to go places if they keep up this level of work. But all the creatives, except for one, they're from the DMV area. So it was good just to meet new people, connect with new people that are creatives, that are in the fashion industry and stuff like that. So we have our fashion show Saturday, the 24th, next Saturday. So if you're in the DMV area, follow Fever Class. The theme is Bloom City, so it's like upscale, recycled fashion. Of course, add pops of color, flowers, all types of stuff. So yeah, it's really fun. And we actually had a run-through today with the designers and the models. Excuse me. And the designs are gorgeous. So yeah, I'm so excited.
That sounds so fun.
I'm so excited. I cannot wait. But yeah, these designers, they did a good job.
Oh,
they did a really good job.
And with that, so we know you be doing correspondent at this fashion show.
Yeah.
You have lashes coming out.
Yeah.
Let these people know where they can follow you and keep up with all that you're doing.
Yes. So you all can follow me on Instagram at Jailen J, 2 underscores. Jailen J at 2 underscores. And follow my business page at Shop Not J. And look forward for September 2nd, 2014. Oh, God, girl, I went to 2014. Hold on.
No, we done went back.
Hold on. 2024, September 2nd, 2024 is the relaunch. Get y'all lashes. Look, I'll sell them outside my car.
And spell Najee, you want to make sure they don't have any issues finding you.
Shop, Najae. And yeah, and Najee.co is my website. So, yeah.
Well, perfect. And thank you so much for
so
stopping
much.
and chatting. Today's vibes, I didn't say at the beginning, but you know, like, whatever. As you know, I have been targeting and highlighting and spotlighting a lot of Black-owned spirit and wine businesses. So, of course, I have a bias because I started with all the people who I've already interviewed. So, today we are doing Lafite. So, Lafite du Rosé. Okay. The owner, at the same time, like you guys watched last week's episode when I did Edo Heist, which was Rodney Foster. I did an event in Baltimore a couple years ago, and it was like super dope. They had all of these local, not just local, but Black-owned spirits and like companies from wine to champagne, liquor, everything. And they were there. So that's when I had gotten exposed to them. I got to taste some of their product for the first time. And I was like, if you could, why would you not buy Black?
Why would you?
You know what I mean? It's like people always like, oh my God, I wish I could do something for a small business. I wish I could, and don't get me wrong, these businesses are not small. They out here doing it, okay?
Yes.
But still, it's like, if you could, why not support?
Right.
And it's like, I hope that after this, for people who didn't know who these people are, like, you definitely support, because they have an amazing product, amazing story, amazing, owners who look like me and you. Okay. So I love to support that. Yes.
Because girl, I finished mine. Oh, well, I'm almost.
Not just like, no. You can purchase this at all your liquor store. Like, this is not a joke. Like, he is like a national business. I'm
going to take a picture of the box.
Yes. I was like, so again, thank you. And a toast to you. Thank you.
Okay.
You still got some in there, girl. And thank you so much for coming and talking to me today.
Thank you so much.
And thank you guys for tuning in. And until next time, thanks so much.
Bye, guys.
Bye.